Well guys, we are back and we're ready to get back to work. So we're going to take you guys along. We have a few little jobs to do today. You know, we were excited to finally get our new window installed over here in the previous video, but we ended up with a little problem, which was that it didn't come with a window screen. We were disappointed about that because we went through so much work and so long of a wait to get our new window. But I called the store, they looked in the back room, and they still had our old window that we returned, and they still had the screen. So they didn't throw it away yet, they saved it for me, and we went and picked it up. So now the window installation is complete. So now we definitely want to keep going on this building. We want to finish this up so it's not lingering. And what I'm going to be doing today is working on this bottom area where we replaced all the sill boards. What we have to do is take some Z flashing. This is Z flashing. Let me show you. And we're just going to be tucking it under there so that we can start screwing the siding back to the house. Because right now, I don't know if you can look. I don't know if you can see it, but it's really wobbly on the bottom. So we can't do the whole building, but we can do a lot of the building. Since this is galvanized steel, I'm going to go ahead and put some flashing tape on this so that when I screw the aluminum to it, there's a little bit of break between the steel and the aluminum. This flashing tape got all messed up, so I don't know if it's going to be easy to peel. You see the problem?
Yeah, you get it going.
I hope so. This paper is a disaster. Not cool, huh? Oh, this is a disaster, isn't it? Don't you hate when you just can't just peel the backing off?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I will tell you, that was a bit of a hassle. That tape, it sat in our old workshop in the heat too long, and it's just really hard to peel now. But now that I have the tape on here, which may or may not even be worth doing, I have to fold the corner because I like folding around corners to keep it as watertight as I can. So I'm going to attempt to cut and fold this metal, and we'll get it put on there. Guys, I know this isn't an exciting part of the job, but I don't know what to do today. We're kind of in between. Sometimes we just got to pick a job and get it done, and it has to get done. Okay, I already messed that up. Wait, let me start over. Here. I gotta get the scissors in here at an angle. Oh, I can't get the scissors in here to where I need them. Let me flatten this out for a moment. There we go. Let me get this folded back up the way it's supposed to be. And we're gonna fold this down, I guess. I'm going to throw a little piece of tape on this edge, I think, to hold it together. And I think that is a sealed corner. I don't know. It should work.
I hope so.
Can you? Whoa, I'm falling.
hold it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's better. And then you got this.
Oh, yeah, we're like right there.
Yeah.
Right here, I was worried that it would be hard to get in there, but it looks like we got it up tall enough. The door squeezes the siding here, but it's in.
Leave the end one off.
Oh yeah, because we're going to lap it there. At least this feels easy to screw through. Guys, this is going to transform the building because instead of all this wobbly, ugly siding, like in person, this looks pretty bad. It's going to look clean and crisp, and that's what this needed. Okay, I got the next piece ready. This one was easy, guys. It just went so smooth. Should it go on top or behind? Probably on top, it'll look better. Hopefully I can get it in there.
Simply.
Guys, don't be fooled. It is chilly today. I am cold. I should have a jacket on or a long sleeve shirt.
Yeah. And it's like windy and...
I'm just pretending that it's nice out.
yeah. I'm not. I'm a better representation of the actual weather.
Yeah.
You just wear a t-shirt all the time.
I was just being lazy. And when I work, I don't like wearing anything bulky. I just want to be free.
Do you want to get your speed square so it's a nice
Good idea.
perpendicular?
Yeah, the big one you mean?
Yeah. And we can like rest it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm trying to pull this down a little because I don't like how tight it is. I keep trying to... You keep going. Past it. I think we're going to run out of screws here.
Most likely.
If we can. And before we go in, I do want to show you guys the sky because in the last video we looked at the sky. I wanted to show you how it looks today. Check it out, guys. Beautiful blue skies, crisp and clear. It's just getting too chilly out and we're losing sunlight fast. This is a tough time of year to get work done, but we keep going. This room that we're standing in is going to be my wife's special room, and we'll show you guys more as we do that. But I held on to this one desk out of this room because it was big, it was unique, and I thought it'd be a good work surface for her to do what she wants to do. But she doesn't like it. She told me she doesn't like it, and she's never liked it. Here's the fact of the matter. It's made out of MDF. It's just an MDF desk. Even if it looks big and fancy, it is MDF. MDF has the tendency to sag over time, so this does have a sag in here, and it's broken under here. It's kind of hobbled together to hold it, but it's not right. And so, I think with that said, since she doesn't want it, and since it is broken, we're just going to get rid of it. Drop it.
Drop it?
Just drop it.
Okay.
Even though this looks all nice, you can see it's a fake fiberboard. You can see the ends of the wood, MDF. It's all just veneered. Very little real wood on this. I bent my next corner so you can see this. It's all ready. Now I gotta get ready for the tape again. So I have a bunch of this tape and it's actually made for like joist. It's like joist tape. You put them, like if you're building a deck, you put it on top of the joist to keep them from rotting. But it was for a project that I was gonna do like 2 years ago and I never did. And this tape again is just, we'll call it a transition tape to help the aluminum transition to the steel more effectively. So this isn't falling, I'll try to wedge it under. It's going. So you guys want the good news or the bad news?
What is it?
I don't have enough screws to finish this job. Now, because we're ill-prepared again, I'm not going to be able to finish this job today. We just ran out of screws. The rest of this run is super easy, straight pieces all the way to the end. But let me give you a sneak peek of how this is going to work, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging, being confused. So the Z flashing directs water out and away. It also kind of closes up the bottom of these siding corrugations. But then we're going to cut some strips of material like this. So this is actually just an LP Smart side, and this is going to give you an idea of what we're doing. Is we're going to cut some trim boards. If I can get it under. Let me get a piece of the gray stuff. Let me see if I have one. This one's thinner, so push that under there. Okay, there. So obviously not this wide. This is just a scrap of wood. We're going to cut some trim boards like this that are going to tuck up under there. And now you can see how we finish off the bottom there and create a nice finished edge. So that's what we're working toward right there. And we'll probably use the same material. If we have a lot of it, we can use. All right, so up here by the front door, we have another thing I want to work on. We have to patch this hole. This is where the outdoor light was, and we will be reinstalling a new outdoor light, but I want to install a new round box in the wall. And this one is cut like a really sloppy rectangle. So I'm trying to get it as flat and clean as possible so we can put a patch over it. I'm tucking the patch up under this trim. It's going to come down. We're going to drill some holes so that we can rivet it to the metal.
Ready?
Okay. Check it out. You can't even see it. I mean, it blends away pretty well. Once we paint, it's going to look really good. Now, what our plan is that when we get back to this, we're gonna paint the building, and then we're gonna drill a new hole there for the new light box. But we're gonna paint first, so we're not worried about that. At least water can't get in, and it looks pretty good. Just wanted to show you guys what it looked like from the inside. You can't even tell. So this is the wire that goes to the light box, and like I said, we'll worry about that later. Now we have another one right here over that doorway, so we're going to patch that one up, just the same exact process. But we're going to have to take this wall paneling off to get to it because we need access to the back. I could install the patch just the same without opening this, but what we like to do is put washers on the back of our rivets, because the rivets, this siding is very soft, thin aluminum, and I don't want them just bending the metal or pulling out. So we put a washer on the back to give the rivet more strength from pulling out. So just for that, we're going to pull this paneling off. Get rid of this electrical box since we're not keeping it.
Yeah.
So now we have this opening prepped, we're about to patch it, but I wanted to show you guys up close what I'm talking about all the time. I feel like I'm always mentioning dissimilar metals, and I try not to mix steel and aluminum. This is exactly why I don't like to mix steel and aluminum. They had a metal steel light box, well, light fixture on the wall here. And where the steel was touching the aluminum, you can see heavy corrosion where the aluminum rusted through. You don't think of aluminum rusting, but it does when it has that electrical reaction with other metals. So you can see we have big corrosion holes right where the stud is, head pressure there, head pressure here. You see that? Even around the opening where the steel strap for the light fixture was on the electrical box. And that's why I'm always worried about putting steel. That's why I'm worried about this flashing down here, because we're using steel. It's galvanized, and that should help it slow down any reaction between the aluminum siding. But I'm also putting that flashing tape back there so that the aluminum isn't resting directly on the steel. There is a barrier between them. So I'm trying to do the best I can to avoid that kind of corrosion. Look at it, you can't even see it patched. Now it looks so much better. Guys, since this is just an outbuilding on our property in a shed, we don't even need to put lights back on there. We could leave it like that and it would be totally fine, but we probably will add them because at some point we would like to get power out here. So we'll do that when the time is right, but for now, we're just getting paint ready. That's the goal. We have another project that I can get done before we run to the store to buy screws. And then that is putting together these old screens. These are from our mobile home investment property. We had a big bow window that we had restored, and we did everything except for the screens. So I already started this process. Let me get these laid out. I'll show you where I'm at, and we'll get these screens put together so we can get those installed. I have to get rid of all this corrosion. So if I do this correctly, there we go. Frame's coming back together. Now it's a little bit windy, but we're gonna try to get these painted between the breezes. So I got them set up. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm gonna do it. And I'll come back if I get it done. Well, guys, it's time to wrap it up. We got a little bit done. Not as much as I wanted to, but that's okay because we're making progress and that's what it's about. We're building a home here. Not just this house, but like everything. Our whole property.
Life.
Yeah, our whole life. And it's a lot.
And we've done what we've did in 3.5 years.
Yeah, we're building a life, and that takes time. We're starting from scratch. We moved here with nothing, essentially.
Yeah.
And
a vehicle and a little white trailer.
And
that's it.
This time when we moved here, we said, we're going to work at our pace. I know it's not everybody's favorite pace, but sometimes, because we have to live a life, you know? We have family values and things to do, to take care of. We have life. We have...
working around the weather,
Yeah.
working around money.
So I don't mind going a little bit slow. I'm just happy with what we got done. The wall patches on the trailer look great. I can't wait to paint it. We're almost there.
Yeah.
We have one more window to reset and then little touch-ups. We're going to be painting. Can we paint?
Yeah, we have some holes to fill.
Yeah, that's easy.
And then we're pretty much ready for paint.
Can we paint the trailer in winter?
Yes.
We're going to try. We want to get it done. It's going to be awesome.
In Florida, probably the best time to paint is in winter.
We don't get any rain. Barely any.
Yeah. And it's not hot. You also can't paint in the hot.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Winter's painting season, apparently.
Yep.
So that's what we're working toward. And then we're going to get back to work on the mobile home soon. And we're going to keep working on our house as usual as we can make progress. So everything's coming along. We appreciate you guys coming along with us. So thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.
Bye.